Thank you, ladies. It's time now to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Bear, Tony Newell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Netherlands, please welcome the Dutch destroyer, Vincent van der Voort.
One of the biggest names in darts and one of the biggest personalities in darts on stage here in Vienna as we continue the Austrian Darts Open Day 1 action. Match 2 of the, or match 3 I should say, of the evening session. John Henderson starting things off with a fairly emphatic win. And then we saw Martin Schindler just a few moments ago seeing off Roby John Rodriguez by 6 legs to 4. Van der Voort, though, looking to back up a very decent showing at the European Darts match play in Hamburg last time out, where he made the last 16. He beat Adrian Lewis in an absolute belter, and then also Benito van der Pas as well. Opening up here, though, against Tony Newell, a man who became a father recently. So the Bear has had presumably a baby bear. And, well, while he may have had other things on his mind of late, it's good to see Tony Newell back on the European Tour and making his first European Tour appearance of the year. Welcome to the world, Bobby William Newell, and welcome to the world, Paul Nicholson.
Thank you very much, Rob. Thoroughly looking forward to this, purely because every time you and I commentate on Vincent van der Voort, it's a classic.
Well, it was last time against Adrian
First
Lewis.
leg, Vincent to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, 6-4 the score that day. He was totally in control. Lewis came back from 5-0 down, threatened to pull off the unthinkable.
100.
Back-to-back legs in which he threatened the 9-dart leg. 7 perfect darts in the first and then 8 perfect darts in the second. It really was truly sensational stuff. Well, there's plenty of room for one right down the middle of those two. Oh, there you go.
Well, Rob Malarkey's got his crystal ball out. That was a picture-perfect 180 for Tony Newell.
60.
Well, with Vincent, you've got fast and furious darts. With Tony Newell, it's unconventional. I like to call him the right-handed Phil Taylor.
24.
He throws a very similar dart to Philip Taylor. He's a left-eye dominant player like Phil Taylor. But here he comes. Now, tell you what, Van der Voort over the last couple of weeks has been playing some really good stuff.
Certainly has. It's strange to think as well that not that long ago he was admitting that he was considering retiring with these persistent back problems, but they don't look to be there at the moment.
Sometimes I don't think you realise how much you want to play this game until you're about to give it away.
Yeah. What's that line? You don't know what you've got till it's gone.
97. It's in your record 64.
But he's had intensive treatment on his back with up to 3 sessions of therapy a day.
It's your first leg, Vincent van der Voort. Tony to throw first.
But nevertheless, Van der Voort in good shape once again here, taking the opening leg.
I've got a funny feeling he might keep that therapy going if he keeps playing like this. He is genuinely a threat for this tournament because of the way he played against Adrian Lewis in Hamburg, the way he finished the game against Van der Pas when he had his back to the wall, and the way he played last week in Wigan at Players' Championships. It says to me that he is ready to win again.
Yeah. Well, he only made 4 European Tour appearances in 2016 to Vincent van der Voort. He only made the 3rd round in one of those. That was in the European match play in Hamburg last year.
100.
So he looks a bit more focused, shall we say, in terms of the European Tour Order of Merit. He'll be hoping to avoid Joe Cullen, by the way, this weekend. He's lost to Joe in the last 2 European Tour events he's played.
41.
3rd round in Hamburg and then the 2nd round in the German Open in Saarbrücken. He's great to watch, though, Vincent van der Voort, I think.
Oh, he's always been great to watch. He's fast. He doesn't mess around. He's a great counter. And just more than anything else, I think he's very underrated.
Yeah. Well, let's not lose sight of the fact that you know, he's 26th in the order of merit. There are only 25 players better than him in the world, according to the rankings.
And he's won one of these tournaments before, and it was actually this one.
It was. It was in 2014.
55.
Tony Newell has got the lead in this leg. And he's got to stay with Vincent.
94.
He's got to press home the advantage on his throw. You can't afford to let Van der Voort get the jump on you, because he will run like Usain Bolt.
140. Tony, you require 88.
So 88 for Newell to level things up. Bullseye.
63. Vincent, you require
So
86.
Van der Voort looking at 86 here for a 2-0 lead and a break of throw. Absolutely perfect. Double 16.
A shot in the second leg. Vincent Van der Voort.
That'll do nicely indeed. Mentioned the fact we've not had too many 2+ checkouts today, but Vincent Van der Voort won't care about that. That was a very ruthless finish.
It just goes to show the people watching at home who want to get better, the finishes that really make the difference are the ones between 60 and 100. First leg, 64 in 2. Second leg, 86 in 3, but could have been in 2. You polish those off, and people are not going to want to play you. The techniques of both players, Vincent really hasn't changed
81.
since he made his debut at Lakeside, something like 15, 16 years ago. But Tony Newell mentioned his eye dominance.
134.
And I think the most interesting thing about his stance is his left leg. It's almost ballet-like. It's quite graceful. You see a lot of dart players who stand exactly the same, but look at Tony's left leg. It's just placed there, quite gracefully.
Almost at a 90-degree angle to his right foot.
Indeed.
It's unusual, yeah.
Yeah.
And 75 away from that one. 192.
78.
Van der Voort looking for a 140 here, or maybe more. Another one of those leaves 80.
100.
That's all right. Tony Newell is under pressure.
He is.
And we're only in the third leg. And that's the way that Vincent's been playing, really. He's been playing just really good, solid stuff. 100 average darts, getting to a finish. And he's forcing his opponent to do brilliant things.
60.
But in this case, Tony Newell has given himself this opportunity with good darts. Can't afford to miss singles, though. Double top to get on the board. Yeah, that's very good. He rescued that situation really well.
He did.
Didn't get flustered by missing the single, just got up and got the job done.
To throw first. Game on.
Maybe just feels that he has to. I suppose when you. He's making his first European Tour appearance since last July at the European Open.
97.
He must be feeling the pressure to make the most of this when you come and you think, right, okay, I've not been here for a year or so. It's good money, £1,000 guaranteed. Could be 2,000 if I win my opener. Ooh,
100.
Look at the draw, I've got Van der Voort, and you think, right, really got to make the most of this. And from the word go, you're up against it almost, aren't you? And when you lose the first 2 legs, things seem to.
Oh, that was a hot arena.
That was hot. Very warm indeed.
100.
Already mentioned, of course, tonight that PDC is going back to Dusseldorf for new World Series event in Germany. Should be lots of fun.
100.
But tonight it's all about former Austrian Open champion against someone who really wants to make his name in the game. Has put in so much work
46.
in the last couple of years to get better. And you never know, sometimes what they call the nappy factor.
Yes.
When you become a father, it makes you work harder. Look what happened to Mark Webster. I mean, we'll see Chris Dobie very, very shortly. He's become a father very, very recently as well.
Yeah. And as well as having a baby, I mean, last weekend Newell made the last 16 of the Pro Tour event for the first time in 3 years as well. He made the quarterfinals in Crawley in 2014, but not since then. But Seems to have a bit of fire in his belly now. He beat Yellow Klassen and Darren Johnson last weekend before a 6-3 defeat by Robert Thornton.
That was a great finish. We were both checking to see whether the second one was in. And it was. Just as we were getting confirmation that it was in, he'd already hit the double 12. Great shot. All of a sudden, we said that he needed up his game to get back in with Van der Voort, and he's done that.
Yeah, 144 checkout. Highest of the day so far.
55.
Just get the feeling that the serial thriller, as I've nicknamed Van der Voort over the last couple of weeks, just gone off the boil a little bit.
98.
Winner of this to face Simon Whitlock, by the way, in the second round tomorrow. Whitlock is seeded 4 here this weekend. Van der Voort looks to have got his mojo back with a 280. Moving in the right direction once again.
I don't wish ill on anybody right now, but these guys will fancy a game against Whitlock right now.
Yeah.
Because he's not 100%.
54.
They always say, beware the wounded man. Every dart player has got a story of when they weren't 100% and they played brilliantly. So you never know. You know, Simon's been overseas since the last European event.
96.
Just to recuperate.
78.
He'll probably come back really fresh. Double 12 for a 3-2 lead. And another two-darter, clean as a whistle.
Yeah.
This is a finishing clinic from VVDV.
It's really, really good to watch. I mean, both players checking out very nicely indeed.
100.
3 from 4 now for Van der Voort, and 2 from 3 for Newell. Not doing a great deal wrong on the finishing. And some of the scoring has been neat and tidy as well, averages both in the 90 hit.
I'm pretty certain that the pace of the game as well, it seems to suit both players. They're getting on with it. It's not monstrously fast. It's not a game that we had earlier today with Chris Quantock and Paul Crowley. But it's just a nice pace. And I think Tony has been almost dragged into a slightly quicker game because he's quite deliberate.
100.
But right now he looks focused, as does Vincent, and they're both just getting on with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Newell also had the hardship of having to play 3 matches in qualifying as well. Mickey Mansell, Wes Newton and Callum Luce. Newton was the player that gave him the most concern, winning that one 6-5 in the end. Newell. As for Van der Voort,
85 is in Uruguay.
Just after 2 matches, Dragutin Horvat 6-5 and our Italian friend Daniele Peppi 6-4.
Another finish, perhaps? Oh, we're away from another beauty.
Uruguay 125.
Now, the champagne bullseye, 25 bull. Well, that'll do. 60 in bull. Bullseye. Oh, what a shot! And what a miss that 15 was.
Well, as an insurance plan, you know, if you're going to miss, find the 15.
I tell you what, if there's a photographer out there, could have pictured his face when he hit that bullseye, as if to say, what a miss that was, and what a hit that bullseye was.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We're bemoaning the lack of ton plus finishes today, but we've had 2 brilliant ones from Tony Newell in this one, a 144 checkout and a 125 checkout as well.
Thoroughly enjoyed that one. Sometimes I think the best way to put it is what you said there, Rob, the insurance policy. If you do miss the 25 of the bull, there's a couple of misses out there that can get you out of jail.
96.
Yeah, you mentioned Wesley Newton was one of the victims of Tony Newell in qualifying. They don't live too far from each other. Tony's from Cumbria, and of course Wes is from northern Lancashire, so they know each other really well.
Local derby, that one.
Van der Voort's gone mad in this leg.
Well, that's some characteristics from Vincent van der Voort on the evidence of what he's done so far. 3 from 5 becomes 3 from 7.
You know, they call him the fastest player in the world, Rob. I don't think he's the fastest player in the world anymore, but he's really exciting to watch.
Maybe some encouragement here for Newell, but
charge in the
that's just been snuffed out completely.
Tony to throw first.
They continue to go toe-to-toe here. As Vincent towels himself down once again.
Well, Vincent was teasing him. Few missed darts at double. All of a sudden, Tony Newell gets a little bit of a sniff. Is he going to miss again? No.
Now then. Almost inevitable. As soon as that second one went in, it looked almost inevitable that he'd find the third as well. That's 5 180s he's thrown in this match already, Vincent van der Voort. He only had 4 in that match against Adrian Lewis that we talked about.
Yeah, he got 6 against Van der Pas in the following game. He was actually the 180 king
81
after the first 2 days. And then he was eliminated and ultimately usurped, but...
Let me just correct myself quickly. It was his 4th 180 of the match. The
44.
Newell, of course. Now then, in the money again.
125.
Blitzing his way through this one. Newell is really struggling here to keep pace, but he's going the right way about it. He'd love to slide another one in there.
140 is your 115.
Treble 19, well, that leaves 96.
59.
Looking for the layup, but he's left a 2-darter. Tony Newell can only pressure it. What a good adjustment that was.
84.
Well,
this you require 56.
He's left himself 130 again. But Vincent van der Voort does not give Tony Newell the opportunity to size up the ton 30.
9 flag, Vincent to throw
Vincent
first.
van der Voort just looks to have found a little extra something at just the right time here.
Tell you what, that double top, you could have put Manuel Neuer in that double top, and Vincent van der Voort would have still scored that penalty. And I tell you what, in the kick off of this leg, he's off with a wallop.
81.
Well, the average is nudging 100 here.
140.
And his average the world of good.
Performance of the day has been Jamie Bain so far.
Yeah, this is pushing it close though,
I think from a consistency and finishing basis, this has been
41.
better. The statistics don't lie. From Vincent's point of view, look at that, 314 darters. That's world-class darts. That's about 108 average.
105.
And Tony's not played poorly.
No, he just seems to have gone off the boil over the last 3 legs, or 2 and a bit later here.
85. This and you require 76.
Could be it. 16 double 8, and that'll be it all over.
Indeed. And that's exactly the way he's going. Nudging the wire of that one, double 4. And Vincent van der Voort continues to impress and continues to flourish on the European tour, doesn't he? Made the 3rd round in Hamburg last time out, and he's already through to round 2 here, seeing off Tony Newell by 6 legs to 3. Newell certainly in the frame for much of that one, but once van der Voort got the vital break late on, he never really felt he was in too much trouble. Vincent van der Voort with an average of 102.49 as well. Plenty to admire about the stats elsewhere. 6 from 12 on his checkouts. Even though it was Newell who certainly came up with the big moments as far as the high checkouts are concerned. 144 and 125. Not enough for the Bear. And he will head back home to Cumbria with £1,000 in his pocket for his achievements here. Van der Voort goes through to face Simon Whitlock tomorrow. And there'll be many who will be fancying van der Voort to get the job done in that one. Chris Dobie, another recent father, on stage next. He's up against David Pallett. That's on the way very shortly.